Dear viewer, welcome back to the All I Never Did single player world, a place where we relax and learn how to become better Minecrafters. It's December the 26th, that's why the chests over there are still dressed as Christmas gifts, and I have my Christmas sweater by Link, or actually it's more of a winter sweater maybe, so I might keep it for a while. Good boy, good boy. So I have been writing in these books. I haven't done that for a while, so that was nice, kind of catching up. No, let's wait with that. We made new music the episode before the last one, the Explorer music, when we went down to the sinking ships and we dug for buried treasures, and that's the latest music we've made. So last episode, no new music, and in this episode I don't think we'll write any new music as well. It's kind of nice having some episodes in between when I don't have to compose any new music. I mean, I like it, but it takes so much time. But I do take my sweet time anyway, so this episode is probably something you will see in 2019, but that's just the way I like to do it. So we also learned a couple of things. These are the things I remember to write down at least. Let's see. Yeah, when you dig for buried treasures, you don't need to mine any blocks. That's what I think, at least. You just need to use your shovel. For most of the time it's just buried in the sand. And last time I learned that there is a little melody playing when you put the Eyes of Ender in place in the end portal. At least it's two different notes playing. And I had a look in the projects book, and we have done most of these things actually. Some of them are projects that we will revisit from time to time to improve or to make more pretty, but many of these are actually finished. We need a snow farm, pumpkin farm, the Ender Pearl Tower. I don't think we'll use that for Ender Pearls. It's the tower up in this way that I showed you last time. I think we'll use it for partly for decoration, just it's nice to have something there, and maybe for hunting phantoms. But the thing we are going to focus on this time is a kelp farm. And I've seen at least two good tutorials. One is made by Bank, and the other one is made by Billy Blob. That's on his Norwegian channel. But I think you can still follow and just enjoy the melody of the Norwegian language. I'll link both of those tutorials in the description. So my plan is to put the kelp farm on top of the wheat farm. Because we already have a working system here with items dropping in here and a minecart going underneath picking it up. So I thought the kelp could just drop down into the ground here and it will get sorted in our system down here. So I've already prepared for it here. So instead of collecting more and more seeds, we will have that in just a double chest here. I can't imagine we will need more than this ever. If we do, we will modify this farm again. But the kelp will go in here, and the wheat will keep going into this chest. Actually, let's get some more steak here. So I've done some more planning and decorating here. Hay bales, of course. It is a wheat farm, after all. And I put the 2 tall flowers here. So maybe these chests will contain our flowers. I'm trying to get as much as possible of our storage chests from the main building out to the different parts of the world. And I think once we get the shulker boxes, we will bring much of that with us anyway. And I think it's nice going around to the different parts of the world to collect stuff instead of having a central storage area. I thought we could start off by getting a basic supply of kelp. So here we are at the turtle lake, and it seems like the kelp has been growing here. So maybe just go around and get a lot of kelp just by, you know, chopping them off like this. Oh, need to put the helmet on. And we can use our llama boat to dump off some of it here. We have taken all the kelp we can carry, so let's go smelt it up. And of course take the opportunity to use our desert smelter here. I have been shaving off quite a bit of sand here. I don't know if you can see it. This water channel is still a bit tight, I think. Okay, here we go. I brought some coal just to get us going here. Let's see if this... It has had some hiccups. Let's see if it works now. I added a furnace, by the way, so now it's 8 instead of 7. 7 just felt wrong. Okay, let's see. I think the problem might have been that I put too little in. If you have a lot, you put in a lot, at least 1 stack, I don't think there should be a problem. So let's take all of these as well. Let's have a look. Okay, it looks good. It steadily fills up here. Here's a furnace that is not getting anything. See if there is... Which one was it? Why is it skipping that one? It shouldn't, right? If we place in 1 kelp manually here. Well, if any of you redstone experts can understand what's the problem here, please do let me know. This block can't have anything to do with it, right? Let's remove it just to be... Oh, of course! I say, without knowing anything. No, it's still the same problem. That's really strange. So these are the last smelted kelp coming in. Dried kelp. And I've just realized we don't need these dried kelp blocks to get the farm started. We need the unsmelted kelp. But at least we can start replacing coal with these blocks. So that's good. Facepalm. Beautiful sunset over the spawn area. I went back to the turtle lake and got some regular kelp that we can actually use. And I also, as you can see on the hotbar, got some clay. Because I have been searching for a mesa in vain. I did, however, find a jungle. So it's not that far away. Spawn is here. So if we sail this way, we have the jungle up here. But I don't want to explore too much of it. I want to wait for the village and pillage update, when we will have pandas and bamboo. So I don't know. Often mesa can be attached to jungles. I have been exploring the warmer biomes, you know, because it's a high chance that a mesa that is considered a warm ocean, I think, is connected to either a desert or a savanna or a jungle. So that's why I went up here. I want to keep the taigas as unexplored as possible, because we will get foxes and other cool stuff, I think, in the next update. Several days later. So I've been recording on the Ripple Effect server and made a behind the scenes episode about the desert music in this series, amongst other stuff. Let's see. I thought green terracotta could look nice. Let's try out a few here. Now we need to plan this out. Let's get up here. The view will be from this angle most of the time. But as we expand this way in our spawn area, we'll also have the view from up this mountain, I imagine. But let's put it in. So this is the middle. We will work with even numbers, it seems. 1, 2, 3. I think this is too much. We don't need it to be this big. Well, actually, that might be perfect. What do we think? Green or white glass? Green is kind of nice, isn't it? I think we'll go with the green glass. And I just tested down in the water here. You can put kelp on the terracotta blocks. So this will be the line where the terracotta grows. Could I be out of cobblestone? That can't be possible. Some must be left down here. Oh yes. So let's make some pistons. Woohoo! And where is all the gold? We need to upgrade this storage system. Maybe something in here. Oh yes. We need 12 powered rails. Let's make some more. Oh, I'm just blind. But I actually didn't know that we had so little gold. I think we need to go mining soon. That was a long time ago. Okay, so 2 more observers. We have 12 in a row here now. And can you place pistons like this? Yes. And I've noticed one thing that is not symmetrical. And not in a nice way either. This block should be brick. Much better. Okay, I think we are ready to put the water in place. So ideally, let's see here now. The water should go down and also flow against this this glass pane. So I just read the wiki, and this is something I didn't know. We need to add this in our book of things we learn in this series. But if you break the ice without any block under it, it will just disappear. But if you have a block underneath like this, then it will create water. Huh. If we remove the wood here now. And place down kelp. So if we now punch these off, yes, they are falling down where I expected. That one is stuck though. Why is that? Okay, now it's working. I think somehow I managed to make this water here source blocks instead, so it wasn't flowing and pushing the kelp this way. But now it's all good. So let's get going with the redstone. This is the Blob solution I'm going to build here. I did something similar on the ripple effect server, where I wanted each piston to fire independently, but my solution was a bit clunky. I think I made redstone from the observer, then to piston, then when it went down, another observer would detect that and then go into the piston. So what Blob did is very clever. Let's first make a pillar here. And another one just below the pistons. We add the power rails all the way here. And that's it. Because the observers power this block, which quasi powers this piston. So when it gets an update, which it gets because the rails is also powered by this block, it will fire. And only this piston, not the neighboring one. In theory, this should work. So if we punch out all the kelp so nothing is... Did that fire now? Yes, very good. Okay, looks good. Very nice. Okay, I think we can now... This is a little bit scary. But if we open up the floor here now... Oh, let's first... This will get destroyed if it will be picked up. Let's turn this lever so that items end up in this chest instead of being instantly destroyed. And then we will take the floor out here so that the kelp drop down down here into the wheat farm and will be picked up by the minecart. And I hope that no zombies can fall in here. Maybe we need to extend this roof just a little bit to be perfectly safe here. So a bit of glowstone up here, more overhang. This feels safer for the villagers' sake. And now this should be... Oh, that doesn't look the greatest, does it? But it should be functional now. So what we could do is we check the chest. Kelp has been starting to pour in here. We have 9. If we go and do something else for a while, but we stay in this area and just see how this will produce. If we, for instance, go to our slime farm, here's the kelp farm. This is one of the earliest farms we built on here, and it's you know, kind of lo-fi, old-fashioned. It's a XP farm as well. This really needs an upgrade. But I go here sometimes to mend my tools. This shovel, for instance. So you punch a little here, and then when you feel adventurous, you can start running in here, fight them. And there is quite a bit of XP actually. And it's fun as well. I should install some sort of elevator up here. The ladders are so slow. But when these platforms are empty, there's one left there, you need to get away for a bit for them to start spawning again. So if we could build a water elevator maybe, not today, but soon, so we can get up here a little bit faster. And I guess the entrance would be here. So we should build a road here and a proper entrance. And once we find our mesa, or it's actually not called mesas anymore, it's called badlands. Then we will dress up the walls here. I'm thinking green, or what's it called? The other green, the slime green. Terracotta here, and slime pixel art on some of the walls. That's an idea from Duds, I believe. Okay, let's see if some more has been spawning. There are some. That's good. And then you attract them here. I built it so you should be able to see the slimes here from every corner. Yeah, good repair job here. More slime balls and some fun. So that was maybe 5-10 minutes. Let's see if anything has happened here. Okay, 10 more. So maybe 1 kelp a minute, approximately. All the farms I'm building in the spawn area are, you know, not super efficient, just efficient enough. They are designed to run all the time, so slowly filling up. That's the beauty of them. So I think this will be a good rate. So let's see if we have time for one final thing before, you know, we make the final touches on this baby. Yeah, we have time for a small detour here. I don't want to make these videos too long, but there is always so much I want to show you. So this is our original village, the first village we found. This is where I breed our villagers for now. And while I wait, I very carefully renovate the buildings here. Just adding some details. I'm keeping the original shapes, but just try to make it a little nicer. So added overhang here and these beams. Some variation in the block palette. And I've replaced the windows here with different colored paints. Oh, hello, that little butcher guy. I'm thinking maybe replacing all the blocks here, keeping this blocky feeling of the church, but replacing the cobblestone with white concrete. I don't know if that will stand out too much, and maybe extend the windows a little bit, so make it feel a little more churchy. So here I have prepared 2 villagers. Let's start with this one. I think getting glowstone is a bit of a pain, and this guy has the best glowstone trade, which is 3 glowstone blocks for 1 emerald. So I will keep him, and yeah, you can't see him anymore, but the other villager in our treasures and junk house, which is also one of these farms that run all the time in the background. And the loot from that comes from our sugarcane powered mob farm and the AFK fishing when I occasionally do that. So maybe go around the corner here. Hopefully this won't be too painful. Look, you have new neighbors. He's not interested. Okay, can I do this without killing him? There we go. And you go this way, please. Let's get some slabs, maybe that will help. And now up here. Perfect. Please cooperate. Just a few more blocks. This is your place. So they are safe in there and you can still access their interface. So this is what I want. And look at this. This is just running all the time, so can go here, trade some meat. Very good. It didn't even lock the trade. And then get some glowstone. Oh yes. Much nicer than having to go into the nether. Sleep. I picked up the other guy, and now that we have villagers in here, maybe it's safer to have fence gates. Doesn't look as good, but it's a lot safer. Oh yes, both are in place. And they have each other. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's do a quick paper trade here. It's a lot less clicking when you have the 32 trade. Very convenient. And then he has some good trades as well, actually, for tridents. He has Impaling 5, and also this one, Riptide 3. So, yeah, very welcome here, guys. It's kind of cool watching the kelp falling down into the wheat farm. I've been hanging around in this area for a couple of hours, and I think the rates are reasonable. This is enough for our little single-player world here. I added some more brick, so it connects a little better to the wheat farm and looks a bit sturdier. It is still a bit plain, maybe, but well, it also gives that industrial feeling. And this area to landscape is a challenge. It's almost more paths than non-paths. We have this goes to the treasures and junk house, and this will go to the slime farm, and when we expand up to the mountains here, and of course to the wheat farm. But I think I've got rid of all the torches so far. The grass in this biome is so dark, so the carpets, the green carpets, stand out. It's almost neon green here. But I tried to create some noise around it. Lots of grass, for instance, is the easiest trick, but also some other blocks, green terracotta, green concrete powder, and you know, lots of other blocks makes it look more natural somehow. And I also tried these small trees. I think now that we have jungle trees, I'll try to grow some of them and see if the leaves are a bit more dense. It feels almost like they are decaying, you know. Also dried kelp blocks, of course, to signify that this is also a kelp farm now. And this is what it looks like from the backside. Almost looks nicer from this angle. So what have we learned today? Or what have I learned, maybe? You probably already knew this. If you break ice without a block under, no water will be created. I actually didn't know that. And mesas are now instead called badlands. This is a 1.13 change, so we need to remember that. I've actually learned to say terracotta instead of hardened clay, so it is possible. But I hope you're feeling relaxed. Thank you for being with me in this episode of All I Never Did, and I hope to see you next time.